TIFU by trying to kiss my brother's boyfriend. I, 17, have a brother, 16, who has a best friend, 17. I'll call this best friend Peter. Not like he'd be fooled to think this was someone else if he stumbled across this post. I've had a crush on Peter ever since my brother became friends with him. It doesn't hurt that his personality is just as great as his looks are. He's got the whole kind of a jerk with a heart of gold thing going for him. A few days ago my brother invited Peter over and I decided that it was now or never. I went go sit on the couch with Peter while my brother went to Walmart to grab something. I'm not sure what. Long story short, we got to talking. I put my hand on his knee. He smiled awkwardly at me. And then I tried to kiss him. Tried, being the key word here. Because he immediately jolted back. My feelings went from hurt to offended in 0.2 seconds and the first thing I asked was, "What? Am I not pretty enough for you?" Which was probably the wrong thing to say. Peter smiled at me again and told me that I was plenty pretty. It was just that he was already dating someone. Immediately, I felt like shit. I apologized and asked who. The same guy who's about to walk through that door. And that's how I found out that one. My brother is either gay or bi. No judgment here. I'm happy for him, and if our parents knew they'd be happy too. And two, my crush is dating him. One thing is for sure. I hope to God my brother never finds out about this, and if he does, that he finds this as funny as I do now. TL. Dear, I found out my brother is dating his best friend by trying to kiss said best friend, who let me down gently. Tell your brother he has good taste in men. He definitely was told by his boyfriend. It's kind of sweet, but maybe try to not give someone shit when they decide they're not up for some physical affection. I get it's embarrassing, but it's not cool. That's a pretty shitty reaction to someone jerking away from an unexpected kiss. How would you feel if some guy leaned in for a kiss from you out of the blue, then asked you why he wasn't handsome enough? Hey, definitely don't try to kiss people out of nowhere like that. Even if I did like someone, I would be startled if they came at me out of nowhere. If they got pissy about me jumping or startling too, I would cut them off no matter how much I liked them. Because that's way too big a red flag to ignore. There is a social commentary piece here about how a young woman essentially forces herself onto someone and is offended by the rejection. It's just too early for me to make it. My brother went to Walmart to grab something, I'm not sure what, lube. Imagine randomly trying to kiss someone who is at most just a friend and at minimum just a friend of a relative, and then being offended and assuming you're not pretty enough when they avoid it. Why did you think he'd kiss you? And why be offended that he didn't? You're young, so I understand that you don't fully understand these things. But in the future you really should ask for consent before making a move on someone. Verbal consent isn't always necessary for a kiss when the body language is very clear from both of you and you both move in for it. But if you're the one who's trying to make moves, you have to be very clear and ask before proceeding with anything physical. And if someone says no and doesn't want to kiss you, just move on, maybe even apologize for getting the wrong vibe. You aren't owed an explanation for someone not being interested. Hey, so I'm sure you're probably going to get a lot of comments about the kiss rejection reaction. You're young, so it's common to make these kind of mistakes. I'm a bit older and have read the room wrong a few times myself. It happens. But how you handle the rejection is everything. Since you're the initiator, you should apologize for trying to kiss them. I apologize, I read the room wrong. I thought we were having a moment. My bad, usually smooths things over. Knowing when to kiss someone via nonverbal cues can be difficult. It's a skill that's need to be developed. I wish you luck in the future. Don't touch or kiss someone without their permission. I cannot believe the number of replies that completely overlook this. Well, it saves your brother coming out, doesn't it? And actually a big congrats at being confident enough to show how you feel and sensible enough to not be too offended when rebuffed. It's all good, I reckon. Can someone explain to me the entire draw of the jerk with a heart of gold? So you were a complete creep who tried to kiss someone out of the blue. Who tried to guilt trip someone who didn't want you in the first place to kiss you. Or else he should feel bad for making you feel ugly. What a wonderful piece of work you are. Glad he's dating the decent one in the family. Literally everything you did was wrong. TF is wrong with you? I'm pretty sure your brother would get a kick out of it. As long as you are totally okay with him being gay, and it sounds like you are. My brother is gay as well. Life comes at you fast when you're 17. Happy for your brother and his boyfriend. And you'll soon forget about this. People do this? Christ.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.